Hey everybody, what's up? My last video we did DTF, direct to film. Today we're going to do sublimation. And I wanted to point out, this is my sublimation printer. This is a Sawgrass SG500. It does prints your standard 8.5 by 11, then it also does 11 by 14. And total price on this was anywhere from $800 to $1,000. I've had it a couple years. And with the sublimation machine, you can do so much with it. Cups, mugs, tumblers, just all kinds of stuff. But today we're going to do t-shirts because I did t-shirts on my last video. This is just a good continuation. So, same step, I go to my computer, and then I go into the Sawgrass software, which actually comes with the printer. And it is a web-based software. So I don't have to download anything. It is a web-based software. I just click on the icon, boom, it comes up, and I can go from there. Put in my design that I usually design from Canva, or someone else sends me their design. And that's what happened with this order. They had a design, they sent it to me, and then I'm just printing it out, and I'm going to print it on shirts, but I'm going to kind of take it through the steps. So I printed it out, and I just did one real quick. This is from Chowan Women's Basketball Camp. So Chowan College, thank you so much for allowing me to do your basketball camp shirts. So printed this off. I'm just going to leave this here, and then I'm going to turn this around because there's a few steps with this. All right, so with sublimation, when you're doing shirts, you can only do polyester. Now, you know, 80% polyester is still good, but you know, I've seen other videos when they say, oh, you can do sublimation on cotton if you put this and do that. Look, if you got to do all that, it's not even worth it. It's too much time and effort. Polyester is your best bet for sublimation. I usually go 100% polyester, a moisture wicking fabric, and that works best. Now, another thing with sublimation, it has to be on light colors. So a light gray, a white, a light pink, a light blue. It has to be on a light color or it won't show up. Something else about sublimation. You can't do white. If I do a white print, or let's say, so let me take this. All right, so we'll take this. This has white in it right there. That's not going to show up. That's going to show up pink on here. All right, so I had to make sure I told them that white does not show up on sublimation. Even though it will print that way, when I print it out, it won't. So you got to be careful with white. There's a lot of rules with sublimation, and you just kind of have to get used to it and do it a few times. Another thing with sublimation, when you put the print on the fabric, it will bleed through it. So you've got to put a border between it so it doesn't bleed through to the back. And that's what we got right here. This is butcher paper. I usually have a couple rolls of this because we do a lot of sublimation here. And this works great. It's not that expensive. I just bought a roll of 350 feet for $30 on Amazon. And so let me show you how we can do this. And I'll show you, I usually cut a piece that I put inside the shirt. Then I fit it right in here like this. All right. And what I will do normally is, like, I've got 10 shirts here. Instead of doing one at a time and taking it over there and printing it, what I will do is I'll put the paper in each one of these, and then I'll take it over to the heat press and press all 10, and then I'll set up the other ones that way. Saves time, it's a little bit faster, and I can move through stuff pretty quick. So we've got this ready. The heat press is warming up. So let me tell you the temperature for sublimation. On a heat press, I do mine 365 degrees for 45 seconds. Now you can go to other places and everyone's going to give you different temps. I've done this a while now. 365 will not burn the shirts. If you go higher, because some of them will tell you 375, 385 for 60 seconds. And when you do that on some of these shirts like pink and gray, when you do it, it discolors the shirts because the temperature is so high. So I lower the temp, and I also lower how long it's on the heat press. And for me, 365 at 45 seconds works really good. But I will tell you, on pink and red, depending on what red you use, pink and red burn very easily. So you got to be very careful with them. And I always tell the customers, look, if you want pink, it might discolor it a little bit because it just burns it. Nothing you can do about it. But again, I have done this long enough. I figured a way to where they come out looking good. So we're going to go to the heat press in just a minute because it's almost there. All right, so the heat press is at temp. Again, 365 for 45 seconds. Now you can pre-press these for a couple seconds. Again, remember, polyester burns, so I don't like to put extra heat on here if I don't have to. This shirt, again, polyester doesn't wrinkle that bad either, so if I don't have to pre-press it, I won't. Every once in a while I do. On this one it looks fine, so I'm not going to pre-press it. I'm going to put our transfer on the shirt right here. Now, like I told you before, let me take that off real quick. Let me tell you something. Sublimation, the ink with sublimation is when it heats, it actually transfers itself into the fiber. It transfers from a gas, so this turns into a gas, the ink, and then transfers into the fibers. So it will last forever. Sublimation is great. It just has a lot of rules of what it can be printed on. So we're going to do this. Put it on here. And then I also, because it transfers as a gas, if I don't put something on top of it, like this butcher paper, it will actually infuse itself into the heat press. And then when I press something else, that image will go into that shirt. 45 seconds. And let's see what happens. I've got it on temperature. I've got it on pressure 3 or 4. Again, I don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on it because when you do that, it burns the shirt. So I kind of go on a low pressure, about 3 or 4. And guys, but sublimation is much faster than DTF. So I've got 40 shirts to do for the college, and I will knock them out pretty quick. I'll probably be done in an hour and a half or so. So that makes it nice. All right, we got that. I'm going to take this, and it's done. All right, let me take that out. And like I said earlier, that white does not show up. It shows up as pink. All right, but it stretches great. It is part of this t-shirt. Sublimation is great if you do it on polyester, and it gives great results. The colors are good. Remember, you just can't do white, and it has to be on light colored polyester shirts. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Hey, and if you need shirts made, DTF, you need sublimation or banners or anything else, you let me know. We do a lot of print stuff here, and I'll show you all the different things we do in other videos. Guys, thanks so much for watching. This is RJ Allen with Freedom Print 76.